Hi, this is Dr. Ron at Fritzke Chiropractic, and I want to take a couple minutes and talk about what I'm seeing Scott talk about at the box and translate it into chiropractic talk and my understanding of the spine, because he talks about some very important stuff, but if you can see it precisely on the spine, it's going to be even more impactful. So one of the things that I noticed, particularly in the deadlifts sessions, is that he talks about getting the lordosis in your back, locking your lower back in nice and tight before you do a deadlift, and then beginning your deadlift by hinging at your hips. But what he's talking about more specifically is some underappreciated joints in the back, the facet joints. And the facet joints are at each level. There's one at each level. There's one there, there. And what happens is if a person is rounding their back, this would be a person face down. If they're rounding in your back, you're doing this. You're opening the facet joints, and they're extremely vulnerable. There are some muscles in your spine called the multifidus muscles that they're deep inside. Their function is not for movement. Their function is to stabilize the spine, and the bigger muscles along the back side here, they do the movement. But it's important to get those muscles contracted to stabilize those facet joints. So when Scott says get that lordosis in your back, I'm going to show you precisely what occurs with regard to the multifidus muscles. So give me a sec here. I'm going to load this thing up with some kinesio tape. Each little segment's going to simulate one of the multifidus muscles, and I'll be right back, okay? All right, I'm back. Let me show you what I did here. I tried to simulate what the multifidus muscles do. So you see that they go, right, as an example, they go several segments at times. They go from there all the way up to there. Yeah, the same thing on that side. Other multifidus muscles, they actually go from there. They just go up a couple segments, and then they go like that. But I want to show you how stabilizing that can be. Where I didn't put any kinesio tape, you can see that if these joints here can really get vulnerable, where when you have that tape on there, it really stabilizes everything. Now, when you get this whole lumbar spine stable and a good strong lever, then it's safe, and you can be doing deadlifts like crazy just by using your hip flexors, your glutes, and your quadriceps and hamstrings. So that's the tip of the day. Thanks.